Here are 17 simple ways to make your home look more expensive. Let's just jump right into the first one, which is gallery walls. So throughout this video, I'm gonna be sharing kind of what to do and what maybe not to do. So if you do have a big gallery wall in your home of family photos or just artwork, I would suggest to maybe make them symmetrical. I really think that makes a huge difference into creating a more expensive, more designer look to your home. I see so many homes where they're just scattered all about and it just looks a little messy, a little cluttered. Same with the stairwells. A lot of people put photos up the stairwells and it's just all mismatched. And I think if you have a landing in your stairwell, maybe make everything all aligned and symmetrical, and that will look a lot better and a lot more expensive. If you do want to take it a step further, I would also try changing out the photos to be all black and white, especially family photos. I think colored, that looks nice, but if you want to kind of just elevate your home a little bit, try replacing the same photos with black and white versions. Next, I would try incorporating larger framed artwork, okay? That's the key, framed, and try to steer clear of the canvas prints. And I know why people are drawn to them. They're very affordable, and I think that's because they're kind of cheap. It's just, they look kind of cheap. It's just canvas stretched around wood and stapled in the back. And you can get them anywhere. I mean, they're just mass produced and they all look very similar. But what people don't realize is getting framed artwork isn't that much more expensive, and sometimes it's even less expensive. So what you're seeing here in my living room is a 3-piece framed artwork set. I can link it below. I just got it from Wayfair, and there's even other options and colors if that's not what you're into, but I really think the framing takes it up a notch, makes it look way more expensive than it really was. Okay, so I'm going to continue to move throughout the house, sharing different tips and tricks, but let's move to the bathroom because there's a super simple way to instantly make your bathroom look and feel luxurious and expensive, and that's incorporating very soft, plush bath towels. So these are by Brooklinen. They are next level. They are so soft and luxurious at such a good, affordable price. So I've teamed up with them for this video, and I've recommended Brooklinen before. They're actually best known for their bed sheets. So if you're interested in sheets, check them out too. But Brooklinen is actually having their annual President's Day sale right now. So I'm gonna link them down below. Everything on their site is actually 15% off. So if you're interested in bath towels, I really do suggest this move-in towel bundle because you can save money with the bundle and you get everything you need plus the sale. So you can just save a lot of money right now. So it comes with 4 bath towels, 4 hand towels, 4 washcloths, and 1 bath mat. And you can get whatever color you want. I personally think white does look really expensive. It's almost like you're at a spa. And then there's different towel types you can get in the bundle. So I have Super Plush, which is my personal favorite. It's just so thick. They're so soft, really luxurious. There's also the classic option, which that's just very absorbent. And then there's Ultra Light, which that's just very fast drying. But I love the Super Plush. Definitely suggest this. I will have them linked down below. The sale goes until February 23rd. But if you're watching this after the sale, I specifically requested a code for you guys so you could still save money. So if you're watching after the sale, use code SHAY20 to save $20 on any order over $100. Now, while we're in the bathroom, my next tip is to consider updating your bathroom faucets. This is a very simple afternoon update that you can do that will make a huge impact. And I'm talking like, even if your bathroom faucet isn't that bad, like this one here, this is bad. If you have something like this, probably time to change it. But maybe your faucet is just kind of okay, it's kind of just mediocre. I would really suggest getting a more stylish version because they're not insanely expensive and it's very quick to do and it makes a huge impact. Next, let's talk about decorative tray tables because you can use these all throughout your home purely to contain clutter. It is such a cool trick. So let me just show you my nightstand as an example. So this is a large nightstand. Honestly, it's kind of annoying it's this big because it's just a big flat surface and I just throw stuff down there all the time and it just looks very cluttered. But if you simply add a tray table and you put the exact same stuff onto the tray, it somehow contains it and makes it look purposeful. Like it doesn't look cluttered anymore. So this is such a good trick you can use all throughout your home. Now, I do want to mention my next tip, which is trying to hide anything with loud labels. So the only thing that I put away from my nightstand were these trace mineral drops, which I love these. I use them before bed. I like them near my bed, but the label is so bold and loud and ugly. So I created a little basket that actually goes inside my nightstand. So just kind of think about that throughout your home if you're walking around your house and it's just like bold labels. Try to find a way to conceal it. So Kleenex boxes are a good example. You can get the tissue box covers or maybe hand soap or dish soap. Again, the labels are very colorful and loud, so you could get glass bottles instead. Blue paisley, like this beautiful print, can also make your home look really expensive. So this is actually very affordable on Amazon. There's so many different shapes and sizes, and I love this vase. You can decorate shelves and you can decorate fireplaces. You can put these all throughout your home, and there's different heights, and I just think it's such a classic print. And that leads me to these decorative trays that also kind of have a blue paisley pattern to them. I recently got these from Amazon too, and oh my gosh, they're stunning. It's actually a set of 2. There's different sizes. I love actually having them on my couch ottoman, and you can put the remotes there. Again, you can just contain items that you need every day, but once they're on the tray, it looks better. Now, I did mention decorating with vases or maybe larger home decor that is breakable. Like I totally understand why there's a lot of people out there that are scared to decorate with that kind of thing because they have kids and it could get knocked over, they could get hurt. It totally makes sense. But I wanted to share this Quake Hold. This is museum putty. This is so cheap on Amazon, like $4 for this whole thing. And it doesn't damage the decor. It doesn't damage your tables or anything, but you just take a piece of the putty and you literally stick it underneath the item and then stick it to the table so that if your kids accidentally ram into something and try to knock it over or whatever, it's literally stuck to the table and won't break. So this is such a cool hack into making your house look more expensive but not dangerous. Now, if you do have kids, another quick trick is to get a large basket and put them around the house wherever toys accumulate. So I use this trick, especially in my living room. I just have a big basket. Toys just appear. I mean, it makes sense. We're in the living room a lot. It's family time. The kids want to play, and I just can't stand toys everywhere. I don't know. So at the end of the day, I'll just throw everything in this big basket. I'll put a blanket over top, and everything's concealed and hidden and out of sight. I would also suggest updating your lampshades. Yes, just the lampshades. You don't have to do the whole thing, but take a look at your lamps and maybe they look like this. Are they kind of crinkled? Are they bell-shaped? Are they a little off-white? Are they a weird, loud pattern? Again, this is just a very simple, affordable thing you can do to update your home and just make it look better. Okay, now speaking of light and lamps, let's talk about light bulbs because that can make a huge difference in the way your whole house appears. So here is a chart kind of explaining what I'm talking about. So there is warm white, cool white, and daylight. Now, as you can see by the chart, the daylight bulbs, it just casts a very strong blue hue to your home. And so in my opinion, anytime I use a daylight bulb, it kind of just gives off an artificial look. It kind of makes me feel like I'm in a dentist's office or like a warehouse or something. It just doesn't feel cozy. So I personally love the cool white. To me, everything just looks natural, true to color. I do think people like warm white just because it does, again, feel a little bit warmer in your home, but it does cast off a more yellow tone. So it's really your preference, but I would suggest maybe going through your house, taking a look at what you have and just doing a whole update and making everything consistent and cohesive and the tone that you're really drawn to. The next tip is to embrace and incorporate heirloom pieces into your home. Like if you get furniture passed down through the generations or maybe from your grandparents or something like that, take it because it adds so much character and it really elevates your space. And I think so many people still have it stuck in their head that their living room furniture and their bedroom furniture all have to match. And I completely disagree with that. I think kind of mismatched pieces can actually make your home look more expensive than if everything matches perfectly. So here I have my buffet table that was my grandmother's and it's solid and it had so much character and I added it to my dining room and one of my friends came over once, I doubt she's watching this video, but she was like, you should just sand it all down and kind of update it and make it match your dining room table perfectly. And I was like, no. So I just completely disagree with that. So if you have any heirloom pieces, take it and embrace it. I am so excited about this next tip or recommendation. This product, it might end up being one of my best purchases of the year. I know it's only February, we have a long way to go, but this is darn good. This is an essential oil wall diffuser. You plug it into the wall, doesn't require water, you just set it and forget it, and it works wonders. Now, the reason I'm putting this in the video is because the scent of your home is so important. You want people to walk in the door and smell something good and inviting, and it's kind of hard to do that unless you use candles. I mean, I'm just not a fan of candles because they're just kind of like chemicals and toxins and you're breathing in synthetic fragrance. A lot of other people use wall scents that, again, full of chemicals. So I personally love essential oils. Some people don't, but I just think they're natural, they're good for you, they smell amazing, but they can be so annoying with like always filling up the water reservoir, and I'm just lazy about that. So I discovered this, it's on Amazon, again, I can link it, but it's so cool. So you actually just get whatever essential oil you want. I definitely recommend something completely pure, and you just take off the lid and screw it on to this base and then flip it upside down, put the cover over top just to make it look more aesthetically pleasing, and then you plug it into the wall, hit the button, and it goes in different intervals where it like shoots out or spurts out essential oils into the air. And you can set it to be like more potent or less potent, but I'm telling you, this really works very well. I mean, I have like a fairly large house and I can smell this throughout the entire house. So if you're a fan of essential oils, but you're kind of lazy with the diffuser, check this out. So kind of piggybacking off of that, I actually got this dried lavender recently, and I thought that was a great way to incorporate a light scent into the space, but also use it as decor and elevate your home. So just be aware that it's kind of messy. I mean, it's meant to be dried out. So when you first take it out of the package and put it in the vase, some pieces are gonna fall off, but that's fine. It just looks so, so pretty. And so that also kind of leads me into that same point with, you know, people love real plants. Like I love real plants versus fake. And I think that's a good way to bring life into your home and make it look more expensive and higher end. But if you're scared of real plants, then I would suggest the dried. So there's the dried lavender, which I just showed you. There's the pampas grass. Those are plants that I think they look expensive. They're not expensive, but they're not the fake greens that just look terrible. Next, let's talk about best-selling paint colors, because as we all know, this is nothing revolutionary, but paint colors can really make or break a home. So there's kind of two routes you can go here. Some people are more just neutral. I think neutral colors just look really clean and fresh and stylish, and these are the best-selling Sherwin-Williams colors. I thought you could maybe screenshot this. I love Sherwin-Williams paints. We have repose gray throughout our whole house. If you've ever wondered that, that's the color we have. It's definitely kind of like a grayish color, incorporates gray and beige, but it leans more towards gray. The agreeable gray definitely leans more towards beige. Then there's pure whites. Like, these are just like the best colors that everyone really, really likes. Now, if you want a more bold or dramatic space, these are the best-selling bold colors. And I think these are great just to kind of, I don't know, change up a space, maybe like a powder bathroom or something like that. It just really gives off a vibrant, expensive vibe. Another little interesting thing you could do with paint is actually paint your interior doors kind of like a different color. So again, you could go the neutral route. It's just so pretty. It's just a little bit different. Or you could go more bold. You could use that tricorn black color that I suggested that was on the best-selling bold list. That is a beautiful black color, and it just adds kind of a pop to your home. It adds some character. It's just something a little bit different. So I will have everything that I mentioned in this video linked down below in the description box, including the Brooklinen sale, their big President's Day sale. Everything is 15% off, so be sure to check them out down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.